ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
Skillspark Imagine, Mr. Aamash Mukhtar is dedicated to delivering projects, enabling businesses to access high-quality professionals regardless of location. His expertise in negotiation, people management, and consultative selling has delivering tailored solutions to meet the diverse needs of clients. To know more, stay tuned.
So I can't be, at Skillspark and myself personally, we're very grateful for, the framework they provided us there. You feel very welcome from day one. You feel that this is your country and you want to live here and you want to retire here.
Welcome, dear audience, to our and your favorite program, Peers of Union, which invites the most successful and talented people here in the UAE. Today from Dubai, and a new successful story with Mr. Aamash Mukhtar, the Managing Director of Skillspark Imagine. Welcome, Mr.
Thank you very much.
We are pleased to host you today.
My pleasure to have you guys here.
Thank you. First, Mr. Can you tell us about your successful career journey to present you to everyone?
I am an international globetrotter. I have Pakistani ancestors, born in Pakistan. I grew up in Denmark and graduated from Copenhagen Business University in business management, and moved to UK as part of my job. Stayed in UK for 8 years. And after 8 years, in 2014, my company relocated me to UAE to set up the resourcing business focusing on SAP here in 2014. And after 8 years with that company, we set up Skillspark Imagine in February 2022. And it's been a fantastic journey. Now after 2.5 years, 3 years, we are a major player in the IT consultancy here. And enjoying our life here in UAE and enjoying setting new trends in the IT consulting world.
Mr. Every successful story at the beginnings faces many challenges. So what the challenges you face at the beginning of your career journey?
So a lot of the times, the challenges goes back to the fact that you're not sure whether you made the right choice. And this is something that I would also say I say to my kids, I say to my family members and friends, any young ones, that perseverance and be persistent, because sometimes you do get worried whether I made the right choice or not. And sometimes the difficulties in the beginning of your career or beginning of your journey can demotivate people. But I was lucky, I was blessed with good management. I was blessed with very good seniors above me who could advise me through this difficult time. And most of all, I've been very, very lucky to have a good team around me.
Mr. Who have been your biggest supporters and mentors throughout your career?
So, like as I just mentioned, I have been lucky that my initial career started with a gentleman called Rupert Basi, who was my mentor back in UK. He's been a very supportive, and he's someone that I've always been connected with, even after I no longer work with him. Then when I moved on here to UAE, and even when we set up the Skillspark journey, I've been surrounded by some really good senior executive people who would always advise and be there as for their mentoring.
Mr. Every successful venture starts with a clear vision and strong foundation. So how was this foundation founded, and what vision led to its establishment in the IT industry?
So I have worked in IT for 17 years, and one of the biggest things I saw was that people started to see IT as something alien. You know, all these buzzwords, so you have big data, you have machine learning, you have AI, but there was no human touch to the IT.
Yes.
And this is where we saw a gap, me and my co-founders, the partners, when we set up Skillspark, and also the vision that Imagine is sharing, which is our parent company, is that we need to give the human touch to the IT world to make it fun to work with IT, and so people can relate to it. And that was the main vision, is how do we make IT solutions for businesses here that is actually enjoyable for people? And that was the key thing. And you know, if we get more into the details, I can explain how we actually do that. It's bringing in the human element into technology. So it's not machines controlling us, but machines supporting us for what we need.
Mr. Growth required well-planned strategies. So what are the future plans and the strategies to your company?
So I think I go back to the team. We've been blessed with some very good team members, a very good, solid work ethic in my sales team. We set up, as I said, in UAE in 2022. And from zero revenue in February 2022, this year we're going to have 20 million dirhams revenue, and next year target is 40 million dirhams. And so growth is absolutely fantastic. We are growing 75 to 80% each year. And that's probably because we found a very good gap, which is, again, people are buying from people. We are having some very good team members, a very diversified team, and the growth strategies for us are that we will expand to the region. We will expand with offices in Riyadh in Saudi, in Doha, but Dubai is our hub. This is our base, and from here we will grow out.
Mr. So how do you plan to enter a new market, precisely in EMEA and MENA fields?
So, you know, UAE is becoming a hub for innovation, and everyone wants to live in UAE and work in UAE. It's probably one of the best places to live in. I mean, I think if we just look around here, you will get probably the most globalized culture in UAE. And this was always, you know, the leadership of UAE had always attracted best-in-class business. They want to be best in everything. And obviously, when we were working with our vision, and I was already based here, but my partners were from Europe, from Denmark. Imagine, our parent company, were also looking at to expand into this region that is growing very fast. Yes. So there was a combination of the fact that we had the right team here, we had the right time, and we had a vision of that we want to be part of this journey. Now, the governments here with Vision 2030 in Saudi Arabia, Dubai Vision, the leadership here is focusing a lot on digitization, all the government services, making the cities smart cities. And this is something that you cannot ignore working in IT consultancy. So we wanted to be part of this journey, of course.
So, Mr. What are the key achievements you are most proud of in Skillspark?
I think it's difficult to nail one, but I think what we've done really well is we have made skills placeless. Our logo is that we are making skills placeless. We are making sure that, you know, this whole, especially after COVID, the mobility, the flexibility we offer to our clients in terms of scaling up, scaling down, being able to mobilize resources in a unique way, and at the same time take ownership. You know, what we're really, really proud of is that all of our customers, we don't just deliver a solution and then, you know, take the check and move on. It's a continuous journey with them. We partner with them for their growth and our growth. So the uniqueness here, of course, is the biggest achievement, I believe, is that again, like I mentioned, we bring the human element into our technology consulting.
Mr. How your company differentiate from other companies in the IT industry by providing solutions?
So we are part of a very strong network, the Imagine world. We've got, you know, a lot of solutions where we can basically make customized solutions to our customers. So instead of selling something off the shelf, we will sit down with the customer and identify what the gap and problem is and give them customized solutions. So we are not so big that we will just sell you a product, and we are not so small that we can't customize it. Yes. It's that flexibility that we give the customers that allows us to mobilize people from anywhere in the world So it's focusing on the right skills, the right man for the right job, instead of just selling them something. And with the network we've got in Imagine, we are able to offer our clients offshore capability through our India office, or near-shore capabilities in Europe. We've got hubs in Portugal, hubs in Poland, and in India. So we give this flexibility that is not just about selling something, it's about creating a solution that matches your business.
Mr. The UAE governments, as you know, set many regulations and rules in this field to support this field. So how your company benefits from these regulations and rules?
So this is a unique selling point for us. It is to making sure that we are compliant. Yes. If compliance is very important, both here and everywhere in the world, the data integrity is very important for us. Ensuring that we adhere to the local labor laws is very important to us. And what we've understood is that when the more compliant you are, the more business you get. Because that is the selling point to go to the customers, to ensure that we are adhering to the local labor laws, to the rules of mobilization, and having the right framework of agreements. So that is something that I don't see as an obstacle, but it's a very supportive regulation that we've got in place in UAE.
Mr. According to your point of view, how can you define success?
I don't want to, a lot of people would define success very individually, but I say, and it's the same thing that I go by, if you wake up in the morning and you love what you're doing, you're successful. Honestly, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you go into your work and you feel miserable, then you're not doing the right thing. If you wake up in the morning and you're looking forward to it, you're doing something right. And this doesn't have to be business, it could be in any field. Yeah, as long as you're always striving to be the best. As long as you're striving to the best and you wake up and you're happy, that's success for me. If you wake up, if you're not happy and you're not sleeping well at night and you've made a lot of money, that's not happiness, that's not success. For me, success is being happy and motivated.
So, Mr., most of people are watching us are from the new generation and they see from your story a successful story. So what's your advice to these people are looking to enter the IT industry field? And tell us your advice through our camera.
So I would say to the younger lot that, especially if you are in IT consulting field, if you want to enter this field, the schools and universities will give you all the technology and knowledge. But I would say that a couple of things you need to focus on is soft skills. You need to make sure that you developing your personality, do some activities outside your studies. So you develop some soft skills like communication, your personality, perseverance. And then just be having good work ethic. So some of the things that I would say to the younger lot is that you need to make sure that if you work hard, success will come. It doesn't matter what you want to be, as long as you want to be the best in every field. If you want to be a barista, if you want to be whatever you want to do, you want to be a sports person, strive for the best and compete for the best. Right. That's it. That's simple advice. Just work hard and develop your personality outside studies.
Finally, we conclude this episode by a message from you to the UAE rulers and governments through our episode.
So I can't be, at Skillspark and myself personally, we're very grateful for, the framework they provided us there. You feel very welcome from day one. You feel that this is your country and you want to live here and you want to retire here. And I think that the visionary leadership of UAE is great in attracting and pushing and motivating people like us to strive for the best. We want to be part of this journey of UAE becoming a digital hub for the world and an innovative hub for the world. And we love that. Absolutely grateful for the leadership we have here and the visions.
Thank you, Mr. It was my pleasure talking with you today. Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Thank you very much.
Dear audience, this is the end of our episode. Watch us next week and goodbye.